Alright everyone, welcome back to A Programmer Plays Hollow Knight Steel Soul Mode. We are now on episode 3 of this little quest to beat the game without dying at all. Just beat Soulmaster over here and got the Desolate Dive ability, so that opens up the world to us a little bit. We can go more places. Who doesn't love going places? First, we're gonna pillage this area, though. We don't need that soul. We want that money. And if you go over here, this is a pretty sneaky one. A little bit of lore over here and a shaky floor. The tell for the shaky floor is that it makes a sound. So that little crunch there. That enemy right there, I'm pretty sure is positioned specifically to help you understand that there's a area of effect for this. This shaky floor, I've seen a lot of people doing Let's Plays and stuff who really struggle to find this one. I'm not sure why this one's so hard to spot. I think just the proximity to this makes it tricky. I don't know, but it does. Go grab that grub. The enemies down in here are, I believe, infinite. Because the devs want to give you infinite soul to experiment with. Some players are going to be confused about where to use the ability, how to use it. Might hit the wrong button and do the Vengeful Spirit instead of the Desolate Dive. So devs are trying to be kind. Don't have the Sharp Shadow on, can't do that. I'm in. Alright, and now we're done with this area. Other than coming back for the Tyrant. Not that we're gonna do that though. I don't have a whole lot of incentive to do that. That guy is a case of knock him down the hole and then there's just nothing you can do to interact with him again, which a little bit sucks.
Oh, Paul. Velmi Artred. Boris' son? Helma-Delka. Helma-Delka.
We'll talk about that later. Alright. We're going to use our simple key that we got in our previous episode. Now we can go in here. Now, worth noting, this place sucks right now because we don't have the lantern. So, part of me wants to say shouldn't be here. But another part of me is like, nah, we got this. So, we're going to go for it. And, if it goes poorly, then it goes poorly. Should be fine. go for Dung Defender first, or I'm gonna go get the map first, I think. It does crack me up how this place is so viscerally upsetting to so many people. Like, a lot of people hate this place on a personal level. Which, I don't know, I feel like for me, this game is cartoony enough. Like, the art style is abstracted enough from what it is actually depicting that it just doesn't, like, really register. But a lot of people are like, oh my god, maggots are gonna make me actually vomit. Oop, that was a mistake. Hey, we got our first rancid egg. I like that fight gets like boss music of sorts. Like, a lot of people are like, why do I hear drums? What's going on in here? And then it's just like, oh, you're just fighting a bunch of whorps. Alright. Now that we've got that map, actually, let's save Bretta real quick. Let's save Bretta, and let's also go fight the Mantis Lords. Oh man, we got kind of spoiled for choice here. Mistake, but okay. I should have been reading that and I just got lazy. Sorry. I'm bad about that. Like, I have a kind of a bad habit of like, I should be reading dialogue and I'm just like, I know it. I don't need to read it. It's like, well, but what's even the point of playing it on stream if you're not gonna engage with the dialogue, you know? Oh, my bad. I will try to be better about that. And now I can grab this and grab this. So that's 3 mass shards. Need one more to have more health, which is good news because there's several that are reasonably easy for us to access. Cat's being a weirdo, as cats do. Don't have the Mothwing cloak yet. All right. Yeah. Let's go fight the defender. constantly wondering what the audio recording sessions for this game were like. All right. Rumas! Alright, so fun thing about this fight that I feel like often goes overlooked. He does respond to using our new spell. Okay, I am in bad. Dangerous. So right there. I'm standing too close to him. Alright, phase 2. I meant to dash, and I didn't. There we go. Tongue Defender! It is a cool mechanic, right? Like, it really changes the tempo of the fight. Because if you don't do that, then it's, kind of a patient fight. Like, you have to, like, sort of, wait him out, I guess, like, while he's in that. But if you know about that, then it becomes like this, like, really aggressive fight of like, hey, I am staggering him frequently and really pushing the offensive. Okay, decision. Okay, self. Let's... this. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, 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 bop. So, here's a fun thing. In order to get to this area over here, the double jump, right? Except not quite. If you... And see, I just messed it up. If you bounce off of the stuff in the room, you can just barely get your forehead onto a wall climb. And go ahead and go to the next area without the abilities that you're supposed to have. Which is pretty cool. Very much like the... Damn, messed it up again. Whatever. We don't need to do that. We definitely do not need to be trying to fight the Watcher Knights with only 5 masks. But I think it's pretty cool that, like, you can bypass a bunch of stuff in the game if you really feel like exploiting the game's systems. It's this one? Yeah. cash. Now we can afford that lantern. I mean, we could already afford it, but still pretty cool. Hop up here to get this little secret. Rest ourselves a little purchase. Little one, stand in the king's station, named, of course, for the king of Hallownest, he who ordered the building of the stagways and stations. The king never rode the stagways himself, but I've heard he was a glorious bug to behold, bright and radiant in visage, so much it hurt to look at him. I enjoy that we've got this, like, ethos of the king that, like, we know is untrue. It's just propaganda. But, like, it makes sense that the king would do some propaganda in order to control the populace. So, rescued Bretta wanted this. Boom. That's another mask, baby. We also want to buy this immediately. And we want to buy this. That's getting us closer and closer to being able to afford another charm notch, which we do want. Let's see. We need to talk to Grub Papa. We haven't talked to him for a little bit. There's a few odds and ends that I do want to do in Forgotten Crossroads here before they become the Infected Crossroads. Dang it. Taking damage. No good reason. Right, that's another charm down. And heal. And gosh, I take so much completely unnecessary damage in this room. Alright, let's go over to here. Now, note about this. So the intention here is that you get the Mantis Claw and you do that, right? You actually don't have to. You can sort of pogo off of these spikes to get up. It's harder, but it's totally doable. I'm a little nervous about this one, to be honest. I'm feeling like there's a high chance of me boning this fight up and dying, but we're gonna try for it. Yeah, it'll be fine. mind. We had it easily. Not with that kind of attitude. And here's why we wanted to do that. Bam. Another mask shard. Yeah. Birthday cake. My family actually doesn't really do birthday cake. Like, we like cake just fine, but all of us are like, yeah, but we like M&Ms more. So we just do a big ass bowl of M&Ms instead. Alright. Another mask shard. Not really a cake person, but my mom always gets massive cake for me. Dad. Right. Force myself to eat it. What? Don't force yourself to eat cake. Alright, let's go to Green Path. And the reason we're going to Green Path is because there's a charm that we can get quite easily in here. And there's also, there's actually several charms that we can get quite easily. Some money that we've not collected yet. So this money, for example. Like pie, man. Literally, my favorite food is a kind of pie. Spanakopita is a Greek, mostly cheese pie that's got spinach in it. Oh, so good. Back when I was in high school, my mom would make it for me for my birthday every year. So delicious. All right. A little bit to the right. It's worth noting that a lot of Spanakopita that you'll see at like stores is kind of like, it's got the same name, but it's like a whole different kind of food. The Spanakopita that I'm referencing comes in like a pie tin. Like you got like a normal pie, crust and everything, and the spinach and the cheeses are all mixed up in the middle. There's another kind of Spanakopita which is like kind of like a baklava, I guess, where it's like thin, like layers of pie crust with and spinach, and more layers of pie crust, and it's good, but it's not as good as what I'm thinking of. All right, so that was the easy charm that I was referencing before. The simple little platforming challenge to be like, hey, you understand how to use your new dash ability, right? I thought he would die in one hit, and he did not. The charm that we got from that called Thorns of Agony, and it can be a really useful charm if you're taking a lot of hits. I've seen quite a few Let's Plays where that was like a standard inclusion of the loadout. looks amazing. It's slightly complicated. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, honestly. It's a bit of a pain in the butt, but it's so good. And I might grab some olives, actually. Snack on soon. I'm starting to get hungry. Ew. All right, so y'all remember earlier we couldn't clear this gap because there's not enough vertical room. Now we can, and we can open up this chest, get $1 from it. But you jump in this chest, oh, it's a trap. Now, the technique for this fight is simply stand near one of them. When you're too close to the boulders, they clam up and go full defensive. And so if you're standing in the middle, both of them will attack you at the same time, and you'll have probably a pretty rough time. There we go. The boulders are an example of a permadeath enemy. Now that I've killed those two, they are always going to be dead. And that's another charm for our collection so that Salubro will sell us more notches. And we poke around over here. Where ya? King's Idol, which we sell to Relic Seeker Lim for a good chunk of cash. Back. Breakable wall. Fairly easy to miss. Some lore. Another relic to sell, and if we're paying attention, another breakable wall. And we're gonna go ahead and oh no, we can't. So we need to come back here. We don't have the dream nail, so we can't actually initiate this part yet. Be back. Flexibility in this game with the sequence in which you do things is honestly kind of astounding. We're in the bracing air, we're quite close to Hollowness Edge. This direction I'm about as far out as I'm willing to go, though it's been a pleasant change from the tight confines of the caverns. I've drawn out a small map of the area. It's a simple one, and more for completion, really. Not knowing the full extent of a region can be quite frustrating. Alright. come on, self. What am I doing? And there was a classic example of how enemies can be affected by environmental hazards as well. That guy just jumping into the spikes. Right. Yep. We collect Joni's blessing, and because we don't have the dream nail yet, Joni doesn't actually show up, so we can't talk to them yet. This game must be just like riddled special cases, handles it like that. Like, oh, you don't have. Also, obviously, right there, I just opened up myself a little shortcut back. That way I didn't have to jump all the way through. Really appreciate those shortcuts like that game has that sort of take the edge off of backtracking. I think that's honestly, like, a good Metroidvania can have a lot of backtracking in it if you're opening shortcuts and revealing secrets as you're doing it. It's when backtracking just going through the area and not like changing anything that I think a lot of people get frustrated. Not. In my head, there was another little hiccup over there, but maybe I'm misremembering. Right. Can't interact with Gorb yet, because again, no dream nail. We'll be back. No need for us to go there. Go ahead and go in here and pick up our first nail art. Ah, well met. Yes, I thought I could sense the aura of a fierce warrior approaching. I'm impressed you found my sanctuary here at the top of the world. No doubt you've endured many trials and overcome many foes in your quest to find me. No, don't speak a word. I, Nail Master Mato, who was taught by the art of the nail by the great nail sage himself, hereby accept you as my pupil. Let us begin the lesson immediately. Learn the nail master's art? Yes. Master's nail art. And love those little cutscenes. So good. Mastered the Cyclone Slash. Hold X to concentrate energy into the nail. Release the button while holding up or down to perform the Cyclone Slash. I'm not gonna do this very much. To be honest, I'm not much of a nail art guy. Your form, exquisite. Now I know how my own master felt when he passed down his teachings to us. I hope you don't think me too forward when I say I consider you to be my child. Yes, when I saw you perform my nail art, I felt a bond suddenly flash into existence. You honor me beyond words, my pupil. Thank you.
Bum. Findel.
Bummer. And we're out. Again, no dream nail, so we can't dream nail him. Nail art acquired. Now, if we had been to the Crystal Peak, we could dash over this, and that would let us go straight to Dirtmouth. We don't have the Crystal Dash yet, so we're gonna instead have to walk through the King's Pass. If we wanted to get back up to Howling Cliffs, we could go that way. We don't need to do that right now, but that is enough. Is, I guess, technically a shortcut. It's not much of a shortcut, but technically correct is still the best kind of correct. Alright, 9:30. Let's grab a little bit more cash. There's some cash right here that we haven't seen. Also get cash from our friend the Grub. Didn't we rescue a grub last we were in here? Yeah. Well, that's 100 more. I think, having now done that little run through, have enough. Maybe. So here's a fun secret. We wall jump up the well, find this little diversion. I think is cool. Might be wrong on this. Drop on down. Talk to Salubra, and I'm aware that I'm being somewhat inefficient here, but it's a Steel Soul run, so I'm maybe playing things a little bit more cautious than I necessarily need to. Okay, yeah, great. We can buy this. Perfect. Now with that extra slot, I guess we'll put on the Defender's Crest. No, actually, we're gonna put on Grub Song. I'd rather have this. I'm taking damage. Gone wrong. Probably use help. All right. I'm tempted to go fight the Mantis. Yeah, let's do. That feels like a fun thing. I've had a few Steel Soul runs end in Crystal Peak. I feel like it's pretty easy to get complacent in Crystal Peak. And then suddenly find yourself in a situation where you're like, uh-oh. Doing stuff like that, like just walking into environmental hazards in Crystal Peak. Go. kind of want to go get Spore Shroom. Nah, we'll fight the Mantis Lords first. The path of death and destruction that we're carving here. Right. The Mantis Village proper. That open. Is that open? That open. That open. Is that open? There we go. All the doors are open that we can open at this time. And now the thing to do, fight them.
Kika.
Excuse me. Alright. One thing to do real quick though. Ta-da! Little secret. Couple of blue masks just to tide us over during this fight. Let's see if we can do this without losing both of them. I doubt it, but maybe. Boom! Boom! Hitless. Hitless. Let's fucking go. Oh, that felt good. That felt real good, chat. Oh, hell yeah. That's honestly one of my favorite fights. Like, it's such a dance. Like, you learn the moves, you learn your moves that like reciprocate to them. It's so good. And like it's such a perfect, like, if you learn it, there's every single attack that they do is also an opportunity for you, and that's part of why I think it feels so good, why it feels like such a dance. Like, you will get wrecked if you just stand there and try and face tank it. But if you learn what your response to every one of their moves is, oh, it feels incredible. You're just laying on the damage. Ah, hell yeah. And now we bow. Our reward, the Mark of Pride. We managed to get so far with those bosses. No hits. And then just immediately just walk into some spikes like an idiot. Alright, we don't need to sit on that. We're good. That's the 3-hour mark. I'll go back and maybe clip some of that because I do feel a bit proud of that. Not gonna lie. Alright, so with that done, by the way, notice how these enemies are now, like, touching them doesn't hurt me, which I think is a great detail. These enemies, though, will hurt me. Yeah, I've delayed long enough. We should go... We should go to Crystal Peak. Actually, wait. First, we're gonna grab the Spore Shroom. No! Oh, my blue mask. Why, my bad. Why's my face itch so much? Okay. Oh. Alright, so that's that open. Yeah, we'll hold off on going into the Deep Nest quite yet. Can I make this? No, I'm pretty sure I can, but... Yeah, okay. Yeah, one more charm. Actually, there's a... It's just like a Wanderer's Journal, honestly. Over the right. I think I'm going to hold off on grabbing that. But, let's do, actually, I talked earlier, I think it was in the episode, soothed you into an unexpected nap. Oh no! Well, I hope it was a good nap. Hopefully I didn't wake you up with my, exclamations about, the Mantis Lords. Okay, so... Not here. If we look here, there's nothing we can do. Technically, that's not totally true. Would try and jump up to that. It's not worth it. It's a lovely nap. Good. Oh, you know what I could do, actually? I also need to fight Moss Charger, so that might be a good thing for us to do while we're over in this general area. Since it is a Steel Soul run, we'll pop up here and grab extra masks for safety. We'll seal for $. Alright, so this is the overgrown mound. It has got the last spell that we need. I believe. Oh yeah, we could also go fight No Eyes. There we go. Speaking of naps. All right. No, we can't fight No Eyes yet because we don't have the Dream Nail. Dang it. All right. So, anyways, consumed the Howling Wraiths. Tap B while holding up to unleash the rays. Spells will deplete soul, replenish soul by striking enemies. So, boom. Nice little vertical spell for us. It's got a nice wide area of effect, which is good because we are a short king and need any verticality that we can get our hands on. That is all we can do in this lovely little area for right now. But yeah, we'll go fight Moss Charger. And then, yeah, we'll go... Then we'll go, Crystal Peak. I've waffled long enough. You'll notice right there, I jumped and I was facing the left, and I popped out of the hole facing the right. Because there are some situations where the game says, alright, you were going that way, but the only way out of this hole that you can actually go the other way. So we're going to turn you. So, anyways, Moss Charger. Probably the most joke of all the bosses. We stand a short king. Yeah, absolutely. What? Kill him? Yeah, that's it. Now, in fairness, I am sitting on kind of like the most offense-heavy build I can do right now. But yeah, if you just like stand there and smack him in the face, it is over in a heartbeat. Alright, there we go. I think there... Not sure. I think that there's a grub that I can get over here. Go for D. Alright, so grub acquired. And I think that there might be also a mask shard, which would be great because we are short one of another mask. But it might be a vessel fragment. I can't remember, honestly. Vessel fragment. All right. We also take that. So now we just need one more vessel fragment, and we'll have more soul to work with, which is huge for us. Now we do a little bit of backtracking. RIP, Mouse Charger. Hardly knew you. Actually, so what we could do, even though we can't fight No Eyes yet, we could stick our face in her. Domins? Like domain. It's an archaic word, I will acknowledge. There we go. Mask shard. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's a fun, like, rendering glitch. Do you guys see that? I've got the blue mask and also a regular mask over top it. I wonder if that'll fix itself as the scene change? No. I'm also just dead curious as to whether or not I've actually got the blue mask or not. Find out soon enough. I inevitably will get myself hurt. Is there a max on the number of masks? Yes. I believe it's 10. Though there's some caveats to that. There are charms that you can use that will multiply your number of masks by, I think, 50%? Maybe it's 25%. I don't honestly remember. There's also charms that can just like add temporary masks, so masks that yeah, I think that it's just straight up a like positioning glitch here. I need to take some damage, but I don't feel like just like walking in. But I think I'm gonna have to do that. So here, we're gonna walk into some dudes and just see. I think that what's happened is, because the UI wasn't designed to have the number of masks change, both masks are just in the same place. So, poke, that's one blue mask. And then poke, yeah, so there was a blue mask underneath it. Hey! Welcome in, Raiders. Let's get to a save spot real quick. Or not a save spot. A stag real quick. Chilling and working on stuff. Been a busy month. Just waiting for things to chill out. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the right place. Pop up to here. Silly mistakes there. All right, here we go. Save spot, and you know what? I think this is a great place for us to conclude this part of the series. We will, of course, be back right here at this very spot in the next video. So thank you all very much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!